All right, so here we are at almost 1 month, no internet. How are we doing? How's it looking? Let's do a recap. I got no clue why they sent me two of these things. All right, guys. So as you can see, it's not turning out so good. I am back. I'm back on the juice, man. I am back on the internet, and I couldn't even make it a month. All right, it's incredibly sad. All right, a few days ago, I just went on Tilt and I ordered Comcast Xfinity prepaid service. Okay, I was paying $75. They knocked it up to like 115, I think it was. Maybe it was like 110. Um, and then I canceled it, and now we're back on Xfinity for $45 a month, and that's with the prepaid service. So I do have the option if I decide I want to go no surf again, I just don't pay it. And not paying stuff is very easy for me. So I wanted to give you guys 5 things I learned with no internet for a month. Let's take a look at what I learned. All right, so the first thing that I learned is life without the internet. It's incredibly boring, okay? Duh. But I had nothing to do. All my time prior was spent on the internet, and then all of a sudden I got nothing to do. All right. Now I did have phone data, which I had mentioned in the last video. I ran out of that about 5 days in, and I was stuck on 3G data with my phone. So I basically was browsing on 3G data, and I was incredibly unmotivated without the internet. And I think it's depression or something. So basically, I decided you got to work on yourself first and then cut out the internet when you have stuff going for you because it gets lonely. I used to play video games with my family and, watch all of my YouTubers, and, it gets lonely. Depression, loneliness, not a good combination. All right, so the second thing I learned, life without the internet, it complicates life, all right? Even simple things like ordering food. Say you want to go do a mobile order and get some of those sweet deals. You can't do that. It's slow as crap. You can't check your bank accounts or your work schedules. You can't pay bills. I need to do my taxes. I can't do my taxes. I couldn't make videos, man. It took me, I did make 2 videos, and each one took me about 2 hours to upload on 3G data. It's just incredibly frustrating to have to wait that long. And I couldn't add any like pictures or B-roll or music because I didn't have a way to get it. It really overcomplicates things, and in the end, it just was not worth it. Number 3, 3G data is worse than having the internet. I'm being a little bit hyperbolic. It's not worse, but it's just being on 3G data is just really annoying. I just sat around pissed most of the time because nothing would load. I got bored and I downloaded like some dating apps like Tinder, and literally their photos would not load. So it's like I'm sitting there reading about them and I can't see what they look like. I have to wait. And sometimes it would take like 30 seconds to a minute to load their picture. That's incredibly frustrating. If I was on Facebook, it takes time to load people's pictures. If I wanted to watch a YouTube video, I had to pre-buffer it. It was just so dang frustrating, and I spent a lot of my time just playing solitaire on the computer and listening to YouTube videos that I had pre-buffered. Like you can't watch a live stream because it's too much. Like I don't know. It's just so slow that I wouldn't put that on my worst enemy. That's for sure. Number 4, it's not you, it's me. So it's not that the internet is making my life boring. My life is boring, and therefore the internet is a distraction, okay? The internet is a distraction. You're trying to distract yourself from real life. I'm speaking to myself, by the way. Because even without it, I wasn't productive. I didn't magically become this super productive person. I still had trouble regulating myself. I would listen to podcasts or whatever and play solitaire for hours. I got basic cable channels. I bought a little TV antenna, and I would just watch episodes of like Law and Order, and I would just be so incredibly bored watching that for hours on end. And nothing really changed except I did not get to look at the content I wanted. So it's not you, it's me. I got some personal lifestyle things I need to change. Number 5, you don't really save that much money. Okay, so one thing I've learned, somebody like myself can stay completely content entertainment wise, just browsing the internet, watching live streams, video games, YouTube, making videos, and the likes. Once you get rid of internet, your entertainment is going places and buying things and doing things, spending gas money, going out to eat, going shopping, stuff like that. There's not a lot of activities that you can do for a month for the price of the internet. And for some people, it sounds hecka boring, but I'm an introvert, man, and I like to shell up in my hole watching a live stream of some guy talking about stocks all day. I mean, to me, that's entertaining. $100 for all your entertainment for a month, it's not too bad when you think about it. Now I'm paying $45 per month for entertainment, and that's pretty good. And but I'm hoping that in the long term, I'll have more money so I can actually get out into the world. Because I've got some video series coming up about getting out into the world. Because in the end, I would like to have a life where I don't need the internet. I would like to test this theory again and do without a phone, without an internet, without TV, but I'm not there yet. So it's something in the long term. I think I'll do a series about it. But at my current location, my current finances, my current lifestyle, it just doesn't work. There are some pros. While I wasn't a lot more productive, I did make a couple of videos. It was inspiring. It did feel like I was going to make progress when I first cut it out. After a while, though, I regressed kind of to the mean. It was incredibly boring. And it coincided with me being out of work. If you checked out my last video about being a NEET, I don't have work this week. I'm not going to be working next week, so I'm going to be broke. I'm going to be bored. And I think that's where the productivity comes from, is getting enough sleep, having free time. I've learned that like work is depressing, man. And I think the weather's been nice, so I've been able to get things done. The first couple of weeks in No Surf, I was first one I had a cold and didn't want to do anything. The second one, we got a lot of snow and I literally couldn't leave the house. So now that it's sunny out and I don't have work, I got a lot of motivation. So maybe it wasn't the internet in the first place. Maybe it was the fact that I was working a lot, sleep deprived, or relying on caffeine for pleasure and sugar for dopamine. So those are 5 things that I've learned not having the internet. I mean, if you don't have the internet, if you don't have the internet, then more power to you, but it's hard to do without it these days. All in all, I think the biggest problem was the smartphone. Like, the smartphone has been the killer of productivity for society. It's also a good tool, but when you're an addict like myself, it's really a distraction. I think I would be better with internet with no smartphone, as vice versa. So I might try a no smartphone. But man, I got a series coming up. We're going to get out there. We're going to start trying to get some dates going for anxiety-ridden agoraphobes is a series I want to do. So we got some stuff in the pipeline. If you're new to the channel, I am too. I don't know. We got some stuff coming up. Thank you for tuning in. This has been a No Surf update. We're back on the horse. Or we're off the wagon. I don't know, but I will see you in the next one. Good night and good luck.